halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this... And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Samuel. And across the trunk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they finally put it into the this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, now Purdy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy sets up to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy. That is caught. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Boston Scott, he might score. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action here. Purdy. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Purdy flushed out right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking for.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 64 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more?
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
You know, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerome Jennings from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defeat. And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13. This is 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Purdy will throw for it. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st down. The They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, here's Hurts out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
But first down, Hurts. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Down the right sideline. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast.